Hey, welcome back another day, another vlog. Hope you're all well on this fine Tuesday morning. Wherever you are, coming over, I can't get you to do a podcast. I've got to work that out. That's going to be tricky. If you do listen to the podcast, but you watch the thing, please, my apologies. Obviously, it's tricky. I can't get to that because I don't have my passwords for it as well. That's all locked away in my laptop. But I've got to work out a solution for that. So fingers crossed. I'll hopefully try and suss that out this morning as well. Obviously no work done. Not much I could do. Very, very tricky. Very different. The last 2 years I have not stopped. It's been 20-hour days, especially in the last 12 months. When I started, it's over a year now, a year and a half since I started Another Day, Another Vlog. So we're up to 422 episodes. So it's well over a year. And I've pretty much been 20 hours a day most days, and then sort of backed off a little bit in the last few months at home, which has been sort of good, be a bit more family orientated. And my week off, because I've put extra work in while I'm up here at work. In my spare time after work, I come and either get videos done or edit the videos while I'm here doing nothing. And then it gives me a bit more free time at home to shoot some videos and sort of do family stuff. So it's been good in that regards. But what do you do? I mean, it's boring as batshit. I'm so used to having no time at all. And the last since Saturday, I've pretty much gone to bed like 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, which is just wrong. I don't go to bed till like lunchtime normally. So yeah, very, very crazy. And I'm not sleeping properly now because I'm not used to having 6-7 hours sleep. That's just, feels weird. Very, very weird. But anyway, so not a real lot's happened in that regards. Been very quiet. Looking forward to break. Fortunately, I've got to, once I finish getting this video up to you guys, I've got to pack my whole room, get all that. It's washing day, so I've got to get the washing that's on. I've got to get that in the dryer, wash all that. Then I've got to pack all this stuff away because they give my room away to someone. The joys of new mining. They've got a big shut on, and if you're away now, they just give your room away pretty much. Even though I've been here 12 years, you don't get anything for long service anymore. There's no friendships in mining. It's all about numbers and data, and you're just another number. So unfortunately, that's a bit of a pain in the ass. I've got to try and fit everything in 2 cupboards, and that includes any food in the fridge. I've got to either use it now or throw it in the bin or take it with me, because obviously can't put cold stuff in the cupboards. But and they won't repay it, so not much. Hasn't been good in that regards. They've just cut all of our biscuits on site, budget cuts. We're making more money now than ever, and they've cut our biscuits, so we can't even get biscuits on site with a cup of tea. It's getting very weird what they're cutting when they're making more money than they've ever made in the history of iron ore. So a little bit weird in that regards. Not good. It'll come back to bite them in the arse, I'm sure it will, without a doubt. Greed is never a winner. Look at Trump. He got greedy and he's paid for it now. So I think there'll be a few mining companies that pay for it in the long term. We'll see how they go. Now, I did have a look there, get straight into the news side of things. A couple of good things. Start with some new lenses. Laowa lens, I hope that's the way you pronounce it. L-O-A-W-A, I say Laowa. Chinese brand, but they make fantastic lenses. I've got affiliate links down below if you want to shoot across and have a look at their website. No pressure on there. Now, these lenses I've already checked aren't in there as such as yet, but if you are looking for a mechanical wide angle lens or a macro lens, these guys do the best macro lenses without a doubt. That's that. If you've ever seen that, like a Kidner nose one, the big long skinny one they use for doing all the ads, all the trick shots, that's a Laowa. Awesome lenses. XE, they're on the XE side. You're looking at probably a minimum $800-900 for a lens, whatever angles, but they do super wide angle lenses and no sort of distortion free lenses. So you'll get like a 12mm lens on a full frame camera that has got perfectly straight lines. So they do a fantastic lens. Now they've come out with 3 new lenses. A little bit weird on the size of it. They're not really I wouldn't really call it a landscape photographer's lens. It's probably more of a portrait video lens, I guess, on a mechanical side, even though they're not cine lenses. It's a 35mm. There's 3 lenses. They're basically just 3 mounts. It's pretty much the one lens, but 3 mounts. You get a 35mm for the E mount, Z mount, and RF mounts. That's a full frame version, and that's a 0.95 aperture. So ridiculously fast glass. As I said, these are like pretty insane, and for the money, actually, it's probably not too bad for that aperture, because I know the quality is going to be definitely there for it. So definitely worth checking out if you're looking for that. So 35mm, as I said, it's not really a landscape sort of a lens. You either get wide or telephotos, generally what I use. I don't really use that mid-range too much. If I do, I'll probably go to a 50. So 35 is a little bit weird. It seems a little bit sort of video concentric, as I said. 910 US bucks. Look, if that's something you use, I have no doubt it's going to be a really good lens. 0.95, ridiculous aperture. That's crazy. I'm not sure how you use it. It'd be great for low light if you're doing, I guess, maybe music videos or something where you're doing a lot of in-house or in-building sort of stuff in the shadows, and you want to get that. I think that'd work out really good. Doing film like candlelight or night shot, night filming, it'll go really well. Now the other variations, there's an APS-C version. That's a 33mm. So that's probably going to, and that comes out on the E mount, X mount, Z mount, and the EFM mount. Another new EFM mount. Crazy, isn't it? They've just basically announced that the EFM mount or cameras are all dead, and these companies, good companies, are making lenses for them. So look, that's awesome for us M50 users and stuff like that. Great little video lens, 33, so that's probably going to be around about the 50 mark. Again, 0.95 aperture, so with the crop factor will probably be a little bit higher than that, but that's still going to be super fast. I think my Super Takumar 8 blade, which is probably my favorite vintage lens, and I've take that everywhere with me. That's a 1.4 50, and that's awesome with low light. So look, this is going to be just fantastic. Use APS-C guys out there shooting a bit of video. And for micro four thirds, it's a 25mm, 25? Yeah, 25mm for the micro four thirds, same 0.95. Now the APS-C version and the micro four thirds version, 530 US, and that full frame, if I haven't already said it, that was 910 US. So look, they're going to be great quality, as I said. If you want to go check it, if you haven't heard of Lauer, shoot down below. I'll shoot on, and I can do it through the phone and add the links. For some reason the mobile app won't use my defaults up there, so it's a bit, again, I've said that a few times on YouTube, they've never replied, so that's a bit disappointing. But I should be able to go and add it in. I added in for yesterday, so I can go and do that. I'll do that tonight. But go check out Lauer if you're looking for a good lens, especially a macro. They do some amazing macro stuff. As I said, that big porcupine nose one, that's insane. But they also do a really short 2.5 to 5 times macro 2.8. I think it's a 50mm or something around there, 50 or a 60mm, and it's an insane lens. But you can get those ones secondhand on eBay too for a decent price. So these will go really well. Again, the quality was sensational. I think it's going to be probably more sort of handheld video guys doing a bit of gimbal work, making some little movies. A super lens to go check out. Very nice. Now DJI, Ken Heron over from Ken Heron on Insta, put a little screenshot up on China's DJI homepage. Already selling the brand new FPV goggles, the version 2, and they've got OcuSync. So, and if you go to DJI's page in Australia, because that's all I could get, it wouldn't let me go to anywhere else. You've got the old version, the old DJI FPV version with the kit, That's like a $200 saving, so it's discounted. So they're obviously getting rid of the old stock, get that out the door, and in comes a new one. Now, the biggest question I guess to ask on this one is, will it, because the Mini 2 has OcuSync and Mavic Air 2's got OcuSync, most of the bigger ones and newer ones have got OcuSync. Are we going to be able to use this new FPV goggles with the Mini 2 and upwards? That would be sensational. Fingers crossed it does. Obviously it was all in Chinese, a bit blanket. We're going to probably hear about it shortly. The new FPV quad has got OcuSync, so these are obviously definitely going to work with that. That's pretty much a no-brainer. It's going to be interesting to see what other drones DJI is going to allow us to use with them. It would be good if we could use them with existing, because I'd be super keen to get them and even mount another camera, FPV camera on my Mini 2 and fly that around. I think that'd be amazing, just to get some different sort of scenery and go sports mode and do some high speed sort of stuff. That would be pretty cool, and get a dual purpose drone. That would be a pretty amazing thing, I think. So I don't think we're going to be too far away. I reckon probably end of this month, early February, maybe even CES. CES has started. If you haven't heard of CES, that's the biggest tech show on the planet. It's normally in Las Vegas every year, and obviously this year it's online. So it's a heap of online stuff you can go and see and do. There's going to be a heap of stuff getting released on YouTube, so you can go check out stuff like that. Samsung had a big event the other day. They've got stuff coming out. There's some Kingston stuff coming out for SSDs. They've got a portable SSD drive with NVMe tech in it, so that's super fast, like 2 megabytes a second or 2 gigabytes a second speeds for upgrade, download in a little portable SSD. So there's some great stuff coming out. It's going to be a big week for tech actually this week, to see what's, I guess, there's a bit of a crystal ball event to see what's coming out this year in 2021, or what's in the projects for next year and the year after, I guess. So yeah, very cool. We'll obviously get as much as we can and get that info to you. So that should be pretty interesting. Now, last but not least, Datsun fan, big time Datsun fan. Owned a 1200 Ute, a 1000 rally car, a 120 was my first car with a patent leather roof. Love Dattos, massive fan. My dream car though is a Porsche 959. So I'm a big Porsche fan. Now the best Porsche resto mod builder on the planet is Singer. If you haven't heard of Singer before, I guess like the sewing machine, the same name. He's a gentleman in LA, just OCD freak, and makes the most beautiful resto mod Porsches on the planet, without a doubt. I've seen all the others, nothing compares to what he can do, especially with a Targa. If you can buy a Targa car and you've got a spare 800 to a million Australian and give him the donor car, he will give you back in a year or two something that you will just drool over for years and years, and you'll hand down to your kid. Not that they'll be able to drive it because it'll be all electric, but I'm saying he'll probably bring out something soon for that too, so they're probably not far off. Now he has come, one of his biggest customers asked him to do a special project and took, I think it was a 911 body, an older model, and turned it into a 4-wheel drive rally car. So if you don't know much of the history of Porsche, they started out in a lot of rallies, the Monte Carlo rally and stuff like that, and the 959 was actually a rally car. It was a Group B rally car. It did I'm pretty sure it did the Dakar rally and that, come out with the big meaty tyres on it, the flares, the Rothmans, the old cigarette brand, had that for the livery on it. So in the sort of essence of that, they brought out this brand of fully, it's not even 1 inch of it is basically the donor car. They basically just stripped that and made this insane car. It's called the Porsche Singer ACS. Now it's in partnership with Tuttle Engineering in Britain. They're pretty famous for their rally cars with Porsche. Go watch it's on Top Gear. You can go watch the whole video. It's wicked. It's just drool worthy in all aspects. Even if you're not a Porsche fan, I think if you're any sort of car fan, if you look at this, what they've done engineering wise and build quality will just knock your socks off. It's pretty darn cool. 450 horsepower, twin turbo, fully customized 5-speed sequential gearbox. It's got the ability to add in a 6th gear if you need it for whatever rally you're doing. Paddle car or the push-pull like you see in the proper rally cars, all carbon fiber, and like the inside looks like a luxury car, but it is roll cage, all ready to go rally stuff. But just to the nth degree, this thing is insane. If I can't get I'll try and get a picture up of this for the thumbnail, because I can't do thumbnails, but I should be able to slap a picture up to sort of get it there for you. And try and do that tomorrow night if I can, fingers crossed. It's got 265 millimeters of suspension travel. Obviously a rally car. It's got twin shocks on each corner, fully independent, fully adjustable, all that. The best of everything here. All the best suspension you can imagine. Just insane. The car body panels are all carbon fiber, and full rally spec. And yeah, just insane. Now underneath the body, again, just the detail. Singer's known for his detail, and he's done an amazing job here with Tattoo. And they've got a 5mm custom aluminium plate protecting the hole underneath. So if it hit rocks, obviously rocks and all that with rally cars, hits that, last thing you want to do is rip suspension out or punch a hole in your sump and all that sort of stuff. That's there to protect it. And the owner has also, obviously, because this has gone so well, has also given a heap of cash and a car to do a tarmac version. And there's a picture of the tarmac version, which is in red, which is even better for me. That looks insane too. So, wild car. If you're a Porsche fan, go check this out. I had to share that with you. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Price, well, look, as Singer Porsche, you'd be looking at, and that's for a resto mod, so they take your car, take it in, probably 12 months later, you get back a car, the best brakes, disc brakes, ABS, all that, carbon fibre, the lot. You're looking at between 800 to $1 million Australian, on top of what you paid for the Porsche to start with, the second-hand one. This thing is more custom than custom. You're looking at least to 1.5 to 2 million US, easy. At the moment, it's a one-off. What whoever the big customer is that's buying these two cars, they were kind enough. Normally Singer, if he makes it and you design it, he won't make another one to suit, but the customer actually said to Singer, look, if you want, I'm super happy with this. If anyone else wants to build on the same, you can go and do it. I give you permission to basically use my idea, which was awesome. What a bloody legend. Obviously I need the Powerball to get one, but the tarmac one I would be super keen on, so that would be amazing. But go check that out. A little bit of fun, and for all us gearheads and car heads, and even if you're into just beautiful cars, then this is definitely something to behold, without a doubt. And that's about it. I will probably talk to you tomorrow afternoon when I get home, once it gets sorted. Maybe even I might talk to you while I'm in the city at the Apple Store. We'll suss it out. I'll work out a bit of a plan tonight as when I'm going to talk to you next. But we'll definitely see you tomorrow. Rightio, whether you're coming this way, that way, I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.